My name is Oluyemisi Bamgbose, a professor of law, a senior advocate of Nigeria, and the first and only academic female SAN under the academic category. I'm a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators. I was a former dean of law in the University of Ibadan, Nigeria, former HOD in the Public Law Department, and a member of the Governing Council of the University of Ibadan. What inspired me to read law? Author Kamazi says, every action we take impacts the life of others around us. And I will say that a person can make positive impact on people around him or her, and a person can make negative impact. I was inspired to read law because I loved defending people who were vulnerable. As a young girl, I would stand up for people, especially women and children. I would speak up. But there was a particular day that I went to my father's office, and as I got to the office, I saw a woman coming out of a car. I guess she was coming from court. She was dressed in a attire, and she came out of the car. I stopped as a little girl in my A-levels. I stopped and I looked at her and I said, yes, this is what I've always wanted to be. And I ran into my father's office and I've said, I've made a final decision. You know, I said I wanted to read law. Now I have made my decision. And my father asked me, what made you to reach that decision now? And I said, I just saw a woman outside and she made an impression on me. The irony of what I've just said is that I never got to know who this female lawyer is, and she never got to know that she made an impact on a young A-level student who is a senior advocate. Now, what are the challenges in the profession? Some call it a male-dominated profession. Well, I don't look at it that way, because I look at it that in every profession, whether you are male, whether you are female, there is a space for you. One of the challenges I had was trying to decide which path to go in the many paths in the legal profession. You could either be in academics, you could go as a solicitor in-house counsel, you could be in the judiciary, but I had that challenge, and I will tell you how I was able to overcome. I never thought I would go into academics, but if I didn't go into academics, how will I become the first female senior advocate of Nigeria to be conferred with the rank of senior advocate in the academic category if I did not go into the academic line? But I will always attribute this to the God factor. I wanted to go in as in-house counsel when I came out of law school and I did my youth corps. But I had a decision to make. Then I got 2 letters of appointment, one at OPIC, that is the Ogun State Property Investment Corporation, and I also got another letter of appointment to be in the Ministry of Justice in Ogun State. Of course, as a young girl, I wanted to be an in-house counsel, but I asked God. But before I asked God, I asked my father, who I thought was wise enough to tell me being the first head of state, secretary to the government and head of service of Ogun State. But he told me that he will not always be there, that I should ask God, who will always be there. I asked God, and God said, go into the Ministry of Justice, Abeokuta, Ogun State. I did. And I was put in the criminal law division, the DPP division, because I loved criminal law. Again, another impact, because it was my then lecturer in the University of Lagos, Akoka, in Nigeria, that made an impact on me in criminal law. I loved it. I went into the DPP division, and later on, I got married, and I was to move again from Ogun State, and I was to move to Ibadan. Then I got a letter of appointment again, moving from a state to another, one as in-house counsel, another one as a lecturer in the University of Ibadan. I asked God, and God said, you will go there in the university in academics. And that was how I found myself in academics, not as an in-house counsel in an institution. And I want to thank God for this, because if not for that decision, I wouldn't have been a senior advocate of Nigeria in the academic section. So that is one of the challenges, trying to decide which path to go. Another major one was working in a place termed as a male-dominated circle. I had some challenges with some of my male colleagues, but I believed in myself, and I went on to make sure that they did not oppress me. Rather, I made sure that I made a mark, and I really made a mark. Now, the strategies, what are the strategies that one would make in overcoming these challenges? I believe, as I said, the God factor is very important. And then hard work. There is this Cameroonian proverb that says that there is no shortcut to the top of the palm tree. And this is true, because hard work is one of those things that you will have to do in order to face these challenges. Show people who believe that you are not able to do it, show them that you are able to do it. Consistency is another one. And as I said earlier on, believe in yourself. A flea can trouble the lion more than the lion can trouble the flea. And that proverb, that adage is very true, because if you believe in yourself, nothing can shake you. You have to be focused. You have to persevere. Perseverance is very important. Never give up. You know, the best way to eat an elephant in your park is to cut it up into little pieces. That is the only way you can eat it. And that is one thing that you have to do. When there are challenges in life, and I faced those challenges, you have to be disciplined, you have to be diligent, and ensure that things are done properly, and you have to make sacrifices. When you want to get to the top, you have to make sacrifices. Now, my advice comes along this line also, and I will want to say that in 2017, I applied to become a senior advocate of Nigeria under the academic category. I passed through the first shortlisting, but I did not make it through. But that did not deter me. And that is one thing I want to say to our ladies out there. Do not fear failure, rather fear not trying. It is true that before 2018, there was no female senior advocate of Nigeria in the academic category, but I decided it didn't deter me because I believed in myself. And if you look at what Steve Scally says, he says that never give up on something you believe in. I believed in myself. And if you believe in yourself, looking at all the conditions in the law that a senior advocate of Nigeria under the academic category will have to meet, I believed in myself. Well, the God factor is there, but I believed in myself that because I did not make it in 2017, failure, I did not fear failure. Rather, the fear of not trying is what can kill one. So in 2018, I tried again and I got it. To the glory of God, I got it, becoming the first female SAN under the academic category. I'm presently the only one. It is my desire and my prayer that other women under the academic category will become senior advocates of Nigeria. But one of the things that I will advise and about becoming the a senior advocate of Nigeria under the academic category especially is that believing in yourself, but you have to persevere. You have to be hardworking. And one particular thing which I will want to encourage my other colleagues is that we have to be very diligent. There are some conditions under the law which would enable one to become a senior advocate. And one of the things that many people in the academic category do not take very seriously is being attached to the bar of a branch of their bar and being dedicated to it. I will want to encourage us that we should be diligent. Under the law, they ask for a number of years under which you must submit your practicing fee receipts and then the one for the branch. Please ensure that we are diligent enough to meet this. We have to be very focused looking at some of these conditions. If you want to go under the academic category, it's different from under those that are in practice, and looking at the law, following it diligently, it is one of those things. And for young people who want to go into the legal practice, the sky is not even the limit. There's so much that you can do in whichever area that you think that you want to be in the practice, whether you want to be an in-house counsel, whether you want to be practicing as solicitor and advocate, I mean in active practice, whether you want to go on the bench, there are diverse areas, or whether you want to be in academics. I want to tell you to be focused. Don't go into this and that. Go into a particular one. Be focused, be hardworking, be consistent, and believe in yourself. I know that it's called a male-dominated profession, but I don't want you to have that. Go into it. There is a space for each and every one of us. I know that with all this in mind, I'm sure that we will be able to make it. Now, talking about the senior advocates of Nigeria, looking at it that in 1975, that was the first year of elevation, and only 2 men were elevated. Now we have a total of 620. In 2021, we have 620 senior advocates of Nigeria. And the first female senior advocate of Nigeria is Chief Mrs. Folake Solanke, SAN, Commander of the Order of the Niger, and she was only conferred in 1981. And the total of female senior advocates of Nigeria, out of the 620, we have only 26. But it is not impossible. As I said, do not fear failure, rather fear not trying it, and never give up on something you believe in. I'm sure that so many other female senior advocates of Nigeria in the academic category will come up, and in other categories, I mean for those that are in active practice. Thank you for this opportunity.